Hey folks, what's flocking? I hope you're doing well. So tonight I'm gonna talk about this thing that's blowing up on social media right now. For the right or wrong reasons, it's something that is really making people drop a jaw over or widen an eyeball or two over it. So what is it? Well, it's this e-girl Twitch streamer or content maker that pretends that she is a dog. I'm not even kidding with this, and I wish I was. Remember back when dogs were animal pets you could have in the family? Well, it's not like that here, unfortunately. Okay, it's not even 5 seconds into the clip, and I have so much shit I have to say right now. I need it to get it off my chest, otherwise I think my heart is gonna explode. First things first, who is yanking the chain on this woman and recording her do these dog-like things? I'm sorry to say this, but it must take a really thick patience, or maybe some cash money in the pocket to record this woman acting like a dog. Just yanking the chain around, the toy in her mouth, and maybe filling up her bowl of dog food and water off screen. That got me thinking, if she got someone to do all of these dog care things off screen, I think she really is wanting to act like a dog. But you see her outfit and appearance here with the pink hair, pink clothes, pretty face, etc. She must be an e-girl with a capital E, and you know how some e-girls can get. The whole motion of e-girls doing whatever they can think of to get views and attention. Don't get me started on the nude meta on Twitch, okay? I made like 2 or 4 videos talking about it. This feels so reminiscent of that one Inside Edition video of the woman who thought she was a cat. This one woman kept on thinking she was a cat her entire life, so she went to the psychologist and they found a genetic defect in her DNA. That woman got this info at that point and she decided that she was a cat. Then she would be doing these cat-like things, like hissing at the dogs and getting on all fours and flapping her hand at the door like she was pretending to scratch it. I'll be honest, man, living around with someone that pretends to be an animal would be pretty weird. If they were to do it all the time and not just in front of a camera, it would be the most weird feeling ever for those that are friends or family with that woman. Hey, it's a free country though. They can do whatever they want. I just hope they realize that not everyone is going to accept the fact that they're pretending to be an animal. And before you say, oh, but you have an owl as your footage, you're no different from a PNG YouTuber, and PNG YouTubers are cringe. Okay, fine. If you want to call me a PNG YouTuber, go ahead. But if I'm ever in a situation where I decide to do something degrading for attention, you can laugh at me all the time. But until then, I'm still gonna do my thing. Anyways, let's see what this girl who pretends she's a dog has to say.
My name is Meow, like a cat, but I am a dog.
Why did you call yourself Meow then?
You know, it's kind of like whenever you have a really small dog, like a Chihuahua, and you name it Hercules.
What happens when I hit this thing? Do you react?
I don't like that.
It's a dog controller.
Bro, that old guy podcaster is a savage. Just bringing out that dog shot collar into the mic and the girl was just startled. Man here probably doesn't take this woman seriously, and probably not everyone else here, to be honest. This isn't a dog here, man. It's a real life woman. A pretty one, too. That doesn't make me a simp for saying this, by the way. This is a real person. Someone who went to school, who can vote for president, can drive a car, can pay taxes, generic adult life and shit like that. Adults will be turned off to something like this for sure. Not all adults, because some might be into that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to go deep into it, okay? My point is, not everyone is going to take her seriously with the dog fantasy.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Handlers. They feed me, they take me on walks. We practice training, which is one of my favorite things because I get treats.
So if you go out into the backyard and you do a poo, or do you wipe it on the grass?
Sometimes. I have before. Typically, though, you know, it's either raining or something, so I got to get over myself and I got to use the human toilet, I guess.
Do you do that in the park? Like, do people give you funny looks?
You know, I don't find myself focusing on what other people, I guess, are their reaction toward me, because I'm so in the moment of just being the dog.
Oh my god, man, who the fuck are the handlers? I'm genuinely curious. Are they paying her to do this, or is she paying them to treat her like she's an actual dog and she needs care like one? She says she's got trainers, taking her for walks, feeding her, and giving her treats. The cheek of it? She poops in the grass like a dog. Oh my Lanta, these trainers gotta pick up human poop. How much are they getting paid to do this? I actually wanna know. I'm not even joking with this. She takes the whole acting like a dog thing pretty seriously. There's a New York Post about this woman dog too. It's how I got some of my sources about this thing here. They say that I have pastel blankets and pastel pillows in there. Dalen, addict of the dog cage she sleeps in each evening. Okay, she has a name that isn't the sound of a cat. Good to know. I was thinking this whole thing was a troll. I still think it is, by the way. Something about being in a confined space. I don't know if it makes me feel safe from the world or makes me feel like the world is safe from me, but it feels comfortable for sure. How do you sleep in dog cages? Those cages better be like massive sizes. Maybe Clifford the Big Red Dog size of a cage. This must cost a lot of money for her pretending to be a dog. I'm not gonna lie here, man. Dallin, who regularly okay, I can't say that word, I'm sorry. Her over 15,000 Twitch viewers with her hound-like habits, including playing games of fetch and gnawing on bones, said she began embracing her big dog energy after becoming an independent adult. Dallin continues to say that the wonders that come with play and just being enchanted with life around you is a beautiful thing, she said. I'm not sure if I'll ever put two and two together that I have stopped that whenever I've became an adult. I figured that once I make my own money and pay my own rent, then I can do anything I want, and I want it to be a dog. Hey Dallin, it's not just rent you have to pay as well, it's taxes, groceries, and not just for dog food. I'm sorry if I had to put that wisecrack in there, but other than that, car or transportation, electric bills, and other stuff. The basic human essentials, you know? If she's spending more on pretending to be a dog than she is having the essentials to survive the rising price inflation, it's not going to be good for her in the long run. I don't want to say I told you so, but it can be like that. Apparently, though, these trainers aren't even going to charge her for the doggy training sessions. These are people that are making her dream of being a dog real, and they aren't even getting paid for it. She goes on to say, "It's funny I don't have to pay anyone to spend time with me," said the cosplayer, adding that she doesn't have a sexual relationship with the handlers. Instead, she simply considers her assistants to be friends who share her interest in puppy play. I don't want to go on the bias here, but this Dalen girl is really attractive, and some people are probably thinking it's going to be a sexual encounter. Have you guys ever heard of puppy play? It's a fetish where people are dressed up like dogs. A form of consensual adult roleplay popular in the gay lover community, where people dress up and embody the characteristics of a dog. Of course, I don't think it's probably gonna attract that kind of group. It's more likely gonna attract the straight males that obsess over pretty girls over the internet. As for how she is getting the 15K viewers for pretending to be a dog on Twitch, I'm calling it. It's most likely the guys that find her attractive in a sexual way. If you enjoy it, go right ahead, but not everyone is gonna be into it. I feel like this has to be a troll for the views. It has to be a marketing tactic or something. It's like the article said, she's a Twitch streamer with 15K views. I find it hard to believe that there is a stadium of 15K people that genuinely want to watch her pretend to be a dog. This has to be rage bait at the very least, because think about it. People that are not getting paid to train this woman to pretend to be a dog, and the fact that she's on a podcast to explain it all. No one just comes out of the blue and say, "Oh, I'm famous for pretending to be a dog," because look back at that woman who identified as a cat on Inside Edition. Where is she now? Nobody knows. Like, if this isn't rage bait, then I'm genuinely confused about this whole thing. How people actually like to see a pretty girl pretend to be a dog, it's far from my understanding. Of course, I don't wish hate upon this Dalen woman, and please don't do that. It's not cool, man. I'll agree with this fact. It's a free country and people can do whatever the hell they want. If she wants to spend the time and money into dog treats, the chains, the dog bowls, etc., she can do that. If it makes her happy, let her do it. But not everyone is going to think that this is a normal thing, and I hope she can live with that. That's all I gotta say. Like and subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one. Good night.